Moving on now with KCRW's Greater LA, I'm Steve Chiatakis. Last month, KCRW's Young Creators Project found 5 talented musicians and songwriters. Some of their work was played on Morning Becomes Eclectic. Well, April was National Poetry Month, and after dozens of submissions, KCRW found 5 talented young poets and storytellers whose work we've been featuring here on Greater LA and on KCRW's Morning Edition. And today we're going to hear from the youngest of our young creators. Her name is Jacqueline Chow. She's 11 years old and she attends Highland Oaks Elementary School in Arcadia. She likes to write and read about bugs. Her poem is called Ode to the Ground and was written for a 5th grade project. And here now is Jacqueline Chow reading her poem, Ode to the Ground.
Ode to the Ground by Jacqueline Chow. You hold me up so I stand tall. You try not to let me fall. You support me everywhere I go, and everywhere I go, I know that you'll always be there for me. You catch me when I stumble and trip. You hold me tight in your powerful grip. You let my shoes tread on your head with no complaint to be said, even if I wanted some. You move me along, sprinting fast. You help me go, others pass. My pounding feet meet you every step I take. You try not to let yourself break, though sometimes you can't control the odds. You allow the bugs to make their home in you and me to go through all the grass and dirt and rocks and all the tiny boars, locks to find the bugs and hold them. You welcome sunshine, welcome it in, and store it like a storage bin. You soak up the sun that makes you hot and let me lie there, though I ought to be practicing cello. Without you, everyone would be floating in the watery sea or floating up in the air or the core of the earth. It's harder there, harder than the source of the sun. I love you, you're the best. Better than bugs, I must confess. I owe my life as I know it to you, and I'm thankful for all the things you do for me. Thank you, Brown.
That's 11-year-old poet Jacqueline Chow reading from her poem called Ode to the Ground. And she joins us right now. Jacqueline, how are you?
Good.
Good. How long have you been writing poetry?
I think since coronavirus started, so I think that's about 2 years.
Wow. Was it because of the pandemic you started, maybe you had a little more time or you wanted to start writing? Is that why?
It was because I took a poetry class and I got interested.
What kind of poetry class was it? You took it online?
It was a poetry class that my after school gave, and it was part of writing, so we just did a poetry session and it was online.
Tell us a little bit about Ode to the Ground, because this is about bugs, right?
One part is about bugs.
One part is about bugs.
It doesn't really say in the poem, but I'm meaning like roly-polies and beetles and bees.
What is it about bugs that you like so much?
I like that they have all these like amazing adaptations, like the Madagascar cockroach. Even though it's really small, it can hiss like a snake and it can climb glass. And I also like that. Well, I think they're really cute, but like I like that a lot of people just don't like them. But I think that like if you get to know them really close up, then they're really fun to play with. And I really like that you can find them just anywhere and you can play with them and you can just let them claw on your hands and then you can just put them back.
What about spiders? Do you like spiders?
I like spiders, but I don't really like spiders crawling on me. I just like looking at them.
You like looking at them, yeah. What kind of books do you like to read, Jacqueline?
Reading fiction books and fantasy books about like what ifs and anything could happen. And I also like reading poetry books because I like poems.
You have so many years ahead of you. What is it you want to do when you get older? Do you have any idea?
I want to either publish a collection of my poems, or I want to be an entomologist, or I want to be an animal conservationist.
So entomologist, you want to work with bugs, or animal conservation, so you want to help save animals too on the planet. Yeah. Are you working on any other poems right now?
Just work on poems when I think of them, and I don't really work on like plan it out.
Yeah. Well, we really like this one. And we really like you. Thank you, Jacqueline Chow.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. 11 years old. She joined us as part of KCRW's Young Creators Project. You can read her poem, by the way, Ode to the Ground, at our website, kcrw.com/greaterla. Thank you so much, Jacqueline. Yay, you did it. Yay.
Thank you.